And the Oscar for longest streak in the history of the Unusual Couple podcast goes to Cameron Silas and Chris Bowie for the Unusual Couple podcast.
Oh my God.
Because it's their podcast. So.
I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my boyfriend, who forces me to do the podcast.
I'd like to also mention, I really want to shout out Biosense. And I want to also mention
Shout out to Jenna. I don't know what she's done, but I'm sure she has some part to play in this somewhere.
Yeah, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention. No, I don't know anymore. What do they even do? Oh my God, they're playing us out.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
For those of you wondering why we opened that way, we are actually going to talk about the Oscars. I know. Something I'm like...
Chris hates talking about the Oscars. I think you're only okay with talking about the Oscars
because I have a dog in the fight.
Yeah, because
I got a dog in the
favorite,
fight.
Like one of your favorite movies ever is in it.
Yeah, that's how I feel about the Oscars. I loved them in like 2019. Going into like, so the early 2020 Oscars were about 2019 films. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Joker, Parasite, Ford v Ferrari, I was in. But then the COVID year, I was like, screw this. And the next year, I was like, eh. But this year, I'm like actually invested and I want to watch. I'm not going to like make a reaction video or anything on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to get Texas Roadhouse for dinner. Get some
are.
rolls. I'm going to get a steak and we're going to watch these things. So we're doing like a preview video, whatever.
We're going to like talk
No,
about
it's not a video, it's a podcast.
the main categories kind of, and just like what we think is going to win. If we were the deciding person, what we would choose to win.
I'm also going to put you on the spot for a draft. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I actually am bringing something to the table, so.
Shocking!
Yeah.
Shocking, babes. That's crazy.
It is.
All right, you want to do this first, though?
Yes.
Which category do you want to start with?
So we're going through how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 categories, and we're going to tell you what we want to win. Or what we think
will
win.
we think will win, and then like what we would choose to win personally.
And for me, I'm going to also have an extra category, like if Oppenheimer didn't exist, what would I choose? Or what would I want to win? Because you're going to find out what I'm going to say for most of these.
Do you want to start from like bottom, work our way up to top? So
sure, yes. What is the first one?
First one is actually original song.
Okay.
Do I need to just say what movies the songs are from? Because I don't know half of them.
Yeah. Do you want me to read these out?
Yeah, you go ahead and do this one.
The nominees for Best Original Song are The Fire Inside from Flamin' Hot, I'm Just Ken from Barbie, It Never Went Away from American Symphony, I'm going to mispronounce this, Wahaze, A Song for My People from Killers of the Flower Moon, and What Was I Made For from Barbie. So 5 nominees. I already know what Cam's going to say. What do you want to win? What do you think will win?
Same answer for both.
Okay.
I think What Was I Made For is going to win. If I had to choose one to win, I would pick What Was I Made For. I will also throw in an audible. If I could, I would throw I'm Just Ken out of the nominations, and I would place in You Can't Catch Me Now by Olivia Rodrigo from
Okay.
The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
All right.
Banger of a song. I'm butthurt that it didn't get nominated.
That's wild that you would throw out I'm Just Ken. You don't think that should be nominated for Best Original Song?
No.
Why are you so anti that song? We've talked about it before, but I disagree. Because I want it to win. Like if I really love I'm Just Ken, and I think that it's one of those rare songs that like
over What Was I Made For?
It's clearly comedic, yeah, but it's also surprisingly deep if you look into it, and it's like it was the song from that movie.
No,
arguably.
It wasn't.
You know what was? You know what it
No, it
is?
wasn't.
Dance the Night Away.
Yeah, Dance the Night Away is good.
Cam, no one's listening to What Was I Made For on the radio, and I'm not saying that's what it takes to win, but I'm saying the song everyone remembers from that movie is not What Was I Made For. It was great. It is also the crux of the film.
First of all, imagine being a man and speaking
I was
on
waiting.
Barbie.
I was waiting. That's why I don't talk about the movie often. I was waiting for that. You have the floor.
I'm fucking with you. Yeah, I'm Just Ken is super catchy. 100%. I would replace I'm Just Ken with Dance the Night Away. Personally, if I had to pick 2 songs from Barbie, I would put Dance the Night Away and over I'm Just Ken. You're right. No one's listening to What Was I Made For on the radio, but that's because the song transcends the radio.
I'm aware.
The song itself, Billie Eilish's vocals, combined with where it is in the movie and the emotion it gives you in the movie. Like a song hasn't made me cry like that in a film.
That's fair.
Since La La Land.
That's fair. I respect it. My thing with it is best original song, and I'm not saying that song's unoriginal. It clearly is a huge part of the film, but to have a conceptually goofy song like "I'm Just Ken" end up being almost like this scene-stealing moment in the whole movie, and then you've got
So you're saying
becomes
that you think Peaches should be nominated as well?
no.
Okay.
To compare the two, I think is silly. Peaches should not have been nominated.
At
it
least
wasn't.
we can agree to be happy that Peaches was not fucking nominated for an Oscar.
I think that there's something within you that is against. I don't know what it is about "I'm Just Ken." You're anti it, and I want to know why.
I just think that
Within your heart, not influenced by anything else.
No,
Why?
I'm never influenced by other people, mind you. I think that unless it's being influenced by something, I just think that "What Was I Made For" is simply a better song, and the notion of saying that "I'm Just Ken" was the song from the movie was the scene stealing song of the whole film.
It was to me. It was the standout song of the movie to me.
It was fun. So much fun. Such a fun time. Am I looking forward to seeing Ryan Gosling perform it at the Oscars? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun, grand old time. I just don't think... I know you don't dive into music. You're not really a lyric analyst. I'm not saying you have to analyze the lyrics from any of these songs, but like what I'm saying is we're at the Oscars, babe. I feel like a song needs to have like substance to be nominated for original song. That's why I feel like I would take out "I'm Just Ken" and replace it with "You Can't Catch Me Now," because they're songs. "I'm Just Ken" is a gag song. It's still a song. It's a gag song. Yes, it is.
It is not. It's not.
It's a gag song.
It's really not though. It's like important to.
What would you pick? What do you think's gonna win? And what would you pick to win?
I think "What Was I Made For" will win. What would I pick of those? I would pick "I'm Just Ken," but I agree with you that the one from Ballad should have been nominated. Okay. But I know last episode I opened by saying I don't like dive into songs, but it doesn't really take a rocket scientist to understand that there is some meaning to "I'm Just Ken," in my opinion.
Like that men are worth more than what their significant other deems them to be. Sure, yeah.
Moving on to the next category. What is it?
Score.
I don't even really need to look at the other one. Do I need to read them out still?
I can read them out.
Okay, please.
You've got American Fiction, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, Killers of the Flower Moon, Poor Things, and Oppenheimer.
I love John Williams so much. Mm-hmm. I am honestly sick of the Academy nominating him for showing up and making a score for a film.
Aww.
It's no. There's no need to say, "Aw, I love him." It's just like the most. It's like, oh, it's like a pity thing at this point, but not. That was not remotely one of the best scores of last year. Oppenheimer will win. It's pretty much a lock. Oppenheimer should win. It's my pick. I've never listened to a film score more in my life, and I'm not just saying that.
No, he's being very
I think
serious.
Ludwig was number 2 on my Spotify Wrapped. I listened to that on.
He's number 2 on his Spotify Wrapped because he's pronouncing his name correctly.
Anyway, that's easy for me.
I agree. I think Oppenheimer will win, and I would vote for Oppenheimer to win.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Again, if I could add one to the category, I would put Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes score in the category.
Yeah, that's good. Is that James Newton Howard? Yep. Snowland's on top.
Yeah. Next is original screenplay. I can read these two if you want.
Please do.
All right. For original screenplay, we have Anatomy of the Fall, which I haven't seen. The Holdovers, which I haven't seen. Maestro, which I haven't seen. May December, which I have not seen. And Past Lives, which I have not seen.
This is original? Okay.
Original screenplay.
I have not seen Anatomy of a Fall, and I haven't seen May December, but I've seen the other 3.
See, he's doing better than I am.
Of the nominees, I actually don't know who. I haven't looked at the favorites for the screenplays because there's usually favorites. It's weird how
I feel like The Holdovers will win.
I was gonna say The Holdovers or Past Lives will win. Actually, I've heard Anatomy of a Fall is really got momentum. So I will say Anatomy of a Fall will win. What do I want to win? I want I love Past Lives, but I want The Holdovers to win.
I was going to say, as somebody who has not seen the films, but has seen clips from the films, I think if I watched all of them, my favorite of the 5 would be The Holdovers. So I'll say I want The Holdovers to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's great stuff. It's one of those films that makes you like appreciate
life.
living more. Yeah, it's
That's
a
so
feel good.
sweet.
It's like a comfort movie, but there's also a lot of grieving in the film,
How sweet.
and it's a beautiful watch by the end. I recommend.
All right, next we are doing adapted screenplay.
I'll read these.
Go ahead.
American Fiction, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, The Zone of Interest.
Now, I have only seen Oppenheimer and Barbie, mind you.
I've seen 3.5 of these.
What's the...
I turned off
half
Poor
half
Things. I
is Poor
couldn't do
Things.
it. Yeah, sorry guys. Not really. But of these, what do I think will win? Honestly, I think American Fiction will win.
Really?
I think Cord Jefferson, I think he's a first-time
You think
director.
Oppenheimer's not going to do a full sweep?
I don't think it's going to win the screenplay award. Really? Yeah, I think American Fiction will. And the reason is, with categories like this, I feel like the Oscars are like, well, Oppenheimer's going to win 30 of these, so let's give this to something else. That's what they do, weirdly. And so I think American Fiction will win, but I want Oppenheimer to win, obviously.
I think Oppenheimer will win, but I want Barbie to win. Just because I will be remiss if Barbie walks away with 0 Oscars.
It's going to win song, at least, so you're good.
But is that for Barbie or is that for Billy or both?
I don't know. You're the one that just made a whole spiel about how it is the movie, so the song. So it's Barbie.
No, but I'm
technically.
saying, like, does that Oscar, like, go, like, when they talk about Barbie in a
It's
commercial,
awarded-
will
yeah,
they
Barbie,
say the
yes.
Oscar
Yep.
award-winning movie?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if it just went to
Because when someone wins Best Actor, it's towards the movie.
Oh,
not
okay.
just
Well,
the
I
actor.
didn't know. I didn't know.
Next, please.
Next is Best Picture.
We should save that for the end, shouldn't we? That's
Okay.
the big
Next is Director.
one. Nolan will win. It's literally the biggest lock of the century.
Let's read off the options.
And I want him to win. He's long overdue.
Justine Tricked, I want to say is how you say her name.
Try again. She's French. Trail.
Justine Tricked.
Something that sounds like
Anatomy of the
phlegm. Yes.
Anatomy of the Fall.
Sorry,
Martin
French.
Scorsese, Killer of the Flower Moon. Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer. Yorgos Lanthimos,
That's
Poor
correct. Yep,
Things, and
yep.
Jonathan Glazer,
Zone of Interest.
The Zone of Interest.
Might be the biggest landslide win I've ever seen in my entire life.
Nolan, yeah.
He's long overdue. He should have been nominated for a lot of other films that he just
Is
wasn't.
this his first nomination?
He was nominated for Dunkirk, and he was nominated for this. He wasn't
out
nominated.
of all of his movies?
He was not. I mean, I have to fact check this. Was not nominated for The Dark Knight.
That's like not even the first Christopher Nolan movie I was thinking
Was
of.
not nominated for Interstellar.
That's fucked up.
Was not nominated for. Let me
Tenet,
make sure.
obviously.
Was not nominated for Inception for director.
Ugh.
Yeah. Screenplay for Inception and Memento. Motion picture for Inception. Directing and Best Picture for Dunkirk. And
Did
then,
Interstellar get any Oscar nominations?
like above the line stuff, meaning like acting? No, it got nominated for score. Let's check. It was nominated for. It won Best Visual Effects. It got nominated for score, sound mixing, sound editing, and production design. It didn't get nominated for anything else though.
Matthew McConaughey, I will avenge you.
He should have been nominated.
That's
for sure.
crazy.
Yeah. But that was a stacked year, I will say. A stacked year.
What one?
Funnily enough, McConaughey. No, he won for the year prior.
You're telling me there's 10, sometimes 9 movies in Best Picture, and Interstellar didn't make top 9 that year?
According to them, no. Some crap got in there too. Like Birdman won Best Picture, which I like a lot. Whiplash was nominated, but then there was some other like weird stuff. Like they always nominate movies that I'm trying to remember if that was the right year or not. But anyway, I don't remember. But no, Nolan locked.
Christopher Nolan will win, and I want Christopher Nolan to win.
It's going to be like the moment. Almost. There's going to be
If-
multiple moments of the night. That's one of them.
If some weird off chance thing happens where he doesn't win, I would like the woman to win. But other than that, I think Christopher Nolan will win.
All right. Greta should have been nominated, you think?
100%.
Who would you have taken out?
To whatever the fuck the zone of interest is. Never
Yeah.
heard that shit in my
You're
life.
going to get in trouble with pretentious people. So
Oh.
watch your mouth.
How many pretentious people do you think watch our podcast?
A few that I've probably brought over. Sorry, guys. All right, now go ahead.
Next.
I'm sure the Zone of Interest is great, by the way, and I may even watch it. I'm not even taking a shot at the movie. It's just I know people.
Best.
Especially because you're a woman, so you're just dumb, right? But inherently, that's what people will think. I'm not saying you are. I'm saying that's how people
I know
will
you're not.
comment.
I know you're not saying it.
So,
Best supporting actress.
yep.
You've got Emily Blunt, Danielle Brooks, America Ferrera, Jodie Foster, and Davine Joy Randolph.
Jodie Foster got nominated for Naiad?
I would assume so, yes.
Christ.
I think based on past award shows, Davine Joy Randolph is going to win.
She's, I think, and I could be wrong here, the actress who's won the most awards for a single performance so far.
Really?
She's won every single award she's been nominated for this role. She will win.
Ever in the history of being an actress?
Like, I think...
Or this award season?
No, I think... I could be wrong, but ever... She's the actress that's won, like, the most awards for that one role. Like, usually it's not... At least in the supporting actress category.
Should I spend the next 5 days watching every Oscar movie?
You should watch The Holdovers, but I'll watch it with you. I want to watch it
just.
again. It's been on my mind. It's a great movie, Cam.
Okay, well,
Divine Joy Randolph's awesome.
Be at my house in order to watch The Holdovers with me.
Look, Divine Joy Randolph will win. She's a lock.
Uh-huh.
Do you agree?
I think she'll win. I want her to win. She seems very sweet.
I want her to win too, but if I had to pick someone else...
Emily Blunt.
Yeah, I loved her. People are saying she shouldn't have been nominated. Cry.
I'm sorry. She's the best part of the end of that movie.
Did she not eat She ate and left no crumbs in multiple scenes.
I'm sorry. She gagged me in that movie.
I'm paraphrasing here, but there's a line when like Oppie, like
Oppie.
Florence Pugh's character like dies, spoilers, and it's like revealed, that he was cheating or whatever because he's having that breakdown, and she slaps him. She's like, you don't get to commit the crime and then have us all feel sorry for you. And I was like, she kind of went off, and then she went off even more at the end when she's with in the final scene when she's talking to, I think Rob Roy is the guy's name. They have sort of
the scary looking man
antagonizing Oppenheimer and everybody. It's a rigged court, kangaroo court, whatever the hell you call it. But yeah, that scene, she eats him up.
Yeah, I agree. I also just love Emily Blunt. I think that she's an extremely talented and extremely underrated actress. I don't think enough people give her flowers. Like, especially in A Quiet Place, she's so good.
Should have been nominated. Mary Poppins.
She hits all corners of acting. She's air quote serious with Oppenheimer and A Quiet Place. She's fantastic in those. She can hit musical theater. We've seen it with Mary Poppins Returns. She can hit rom-com, humor, comedy. We've seen her hit that in The Devil Wears Prada. And I'm sure she's in a bunch of other movies that I'm blanking on.
She's in a lot of stuff. She's in Sicario, which I know you haven't seen, but I've seen part of it. I can never really get through it. But let's look at IMDb. And then what's the next category? Supporting actor?
Supporting actor.
Emily Blunt. Edge of Tomorrow, which is a big-time like action movie.
Right.
Jungle Cruise.
Right, I forgot about Jungle Cruise.
The Huntsman, Winter's War, which is like the second Huntsman movie. Into the Woods, you already said, or no?
Oh my God. How dare I? How dare
Did
I?
you forget Into the Woods?
How dare I?
I forget she's in that movie too. But I also forget about that movie.
Hey, I just forget that she's in the movie because that movie is so incredibly stacked with the cast.
It's
and then
loaded.
James Corden is also there with the rest of them.
I agree.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to though. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin the journey.
That's the only good part about the movie. And then, by the way, Jason Clarke plays Roger Robb. I think I said a different name earlier, but that's the guy who's antagonizing her at the end of the movie. And she's like, 16 years ago, 17, sorry, 18. Anyway, go ahead.
Next category is Best Supporting Actor. You've got Sterling K. Brown, not to be confused with Sterling K. Knight from the Disney Channel. You have Robert De Niro, a name I know, could not tell you what his face looked like for the life of me.
Like this, ready? You talking to me?
Don't know what he looks like. You've got Ryan Gosling, you've got Mark Ruffalo, and you've got Robert Downey Jr.
Who do I think will win? RDJ, another lock of the century type deal. And who do I want to win? Robert Downey Jr. I mean, it's.
I agree. I think I would be.
Performance.
I would be shocked to my core if Robert did not win.
None of the other four performances, and I've seen all of them as part of Ruffalo, but I've seen the others. None of them even sniff his performance, in my opinion, in terms of being a supporting actor.
Now,
I also don't like how the Oscars will just take someone and put them in supporting. Like, Ryan Gosling is the lead actor in Barbie.
I guess.
I just don't, but you can market it's all fraud behind the scenes. They go, well, what do I have the best chance to get nominated? And so we'll put him in supporting or lead. Like, the other characters are supporting actors. Ruffalo, arguably the lead of that movie, but I just don't like how they do it. Because there's a lead actor, lead actress. I know that like top billing on Poor Things, Emma Stone. She's the lead of the film, but the lead actor in the film, probably Ruffalo.
I would, in my head, I classify Ryan Gosling as supporting actor
Why
just
is
because
that?
when Barbie goes to the real world, there's like 30 minutes in the movie where Ryan Gosling's not there. It's more than 30 minutes. He's not in like the first half of the film.
But he's like the lead actor of the film. He's second on the credits. Like he's the lead actor of the film. That's my thing.
Well, like,
He's not the lead of Barbie, but he's the lead male actor.
well, then
She's the lead female.
Wouldn't you be able to
actress.
say the same thing about Emily Blunt? She's the lead actress of Oppenheimer. She's just not in it all that much, which makes her a supporting actress. Sorry, lead actress. I meant to say at the beginning.
Different dynamic, in my opinion. Her character doesn't have like that big of a role in the movie. Ken is huge in Barbie. Like Robert Downey Jr.
I guess Emily Blunt's
clearly
a bad-
supporting actor because
Emily Blunt's
Cillian is the lead.
Emily Blunt is a bad example. Yeah, RDJ is obviously the supporting actor.
It'd be like if
it's
they-
easy to do that because same thing with like America Ferrera.
She's
because,
clearly supporting.
Yes, because they're both of the same gender. It's really hard to determine if someone is a supporting or a lead actor.
I don't think it is. I think that it comes down to whatever the hell they want to do to make them try and win.
I'm trying to think of a better example. Can you give me a best supporting actor in previous years
I
for a film I would know?
well, yeah, I'm just trying to think. For example, no, I don't. I can't really think of one off the top of my head.
It'd be like,
But would you agree that it would be absurd if in the movie La La Land, either Ryan Gosling or Emma Stone were not nominated for lead?
well,
That's how I
they
view it for
are-
Barbie.
They are distinctly leads.
And so is Ken.
Don't think Ken is not to Ryan Gosling's character in La La Land. Like it's not the same proportion in my mind. It's not the
I
same.
disagree slightly on that. I know. I think that it's like.
I think you need to rewatch Barbie. Not saying you don't. I'm not saying
He's
that in
like-
an insulting way.
I just want to make this clear because I'm arguing he is the lead actor of that film, so he should have been nominated for lead actor.
Yeah,
But he was
I know what
supporting.
you're arguing.
So what are you arguing? You're saying he's not a lead actor in the
I
film.
think supporting actor is a fine description for him in that movie.
Okay.
I'd say like if I had to give you non-gender related, pretend everybody in Barbie is the same gender, and I had to give you a list of the main characters,
He's number 2 on the list.
I would give him number 3,
Who's 2?
America Ferrera, and she's best supporting actress. So
I disagree strongly.
I think she's
We'll just have to
America
move on
Ferrera
from it,
is
though.
in the movie more than Ryan Gosling is.
Nope.
Yeah, huh?
Nope.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, huh?
No.
Yeah, huh?
She's not in the first 30 minutes of the movie. He is.
He barely is. though.
She's barely in the movie. She has one monologue. That's why she got nominated.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Her Ferrera is like the whole. She like is making the Barbies. She's the reason that Barbie.
Off screen.
Yeah, but her character is more important to like the film. I would put Ryan Gosling at number 3 on the list.
Okay.
And that's fine if we
I
disagree.
have him at 2, clearly, but that's my opinion, and that's your opinion. And they can do whatever they want because it's all fraud crap in the
But
end,
so
where they just rig
because-
it so they can have who they want nominated.
But because because he's number 2, let's go into a fictional world where
Okay.
Barbie is a man. Literally, hypothetically, obviously.
Yep.
So because, let's say Margot Robbie was a dude, Margot Robbie's still number 1 on the movie, that would make Ryan Gosling supporting actor, right?
Not necessarily. No.
You can have 2 best actors in one film nominated.
I think it's been done before, but then they would probably, you know what they would do, and I'm not even kidding here, they'd bump both down to supporting. They would not they would not have a lead. Correct. They would not have a lead. That's what they did for 3 Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri. They had Woody Harrelson and they had what's his name, Sam Rockwell. They both went to supporting. Neither of them went to lead. But the lead of the film, in this case, was Frances McDormand, and she got nominated for lead actress. But it all depends. However, they can fill it out to satisfy everyone. It's all crap. That's why I don't like the Oscars that much. Sometimes they piss me off.
Weird.
Yeah.
I think that Ryan Gosling is a supporting actor.
I think he's a lead. Agree to disagree?
Agree to disagree. It's not something that I'm too incredibly passionate over because he is.
I would love to hear you in the comments what you think.
Yeah, y'all let
watching.
us know. But so yeah, I think RDJ is gonna win, and I want RDJ.
I can't
to
wait
win.
to see his acceptance speech. I haven't been this excited for someone to win supporting actor since Brad Pitt and when he won for Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Aw.
I'm actually looking forward to it.
I will say though, on topic of Ryan Gosling in Best Supporting Actor, from our earlier conversation about how I don't think I'm Just Ken as a song should be nominated, I'm fine with Ryan Gosling being nominated. I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, Ryan Gosling got nominated, but Margot Robbie didn't. I think that he was a great part of that movie. His acting, not just like the one song, but like his acting throughout the entire movie was a great part of the movie. He was very comedic, and
I just like they're acknowledging a more comedic performance overall.
yeah,
It's rare.
I agree.
It's rare.
I think that Margot Robbie not being in the Best Actress category is sad, but we're gonna get to that in a second. Where I think the category is pretty full with great actresses.
Yeah.
Regardless, so it is what it is.
Next category,
Best Actress.
Best Lead Actress.
Yeah. So you've got Annette Bening, Lily Gladstone, Sandra Hüller, two eyes, two dots over the U, Carey Mulligan, and Emma Stone. This one is a tricky one. This is like the one category that's been alternating between who's winning what award show. It's been between Lily Gladstone and Emma Stone.
Correct.
Which is funny because they kind of have the same last name.
Yeah. Right now, Lily Gladstone has emerged as the favorite
I agree.
because of the SAG award, I believe. I'm no
agree.
expert on this stuff, but I follow it loosely enough to know that.
I agree.
I think she'll win because of the last-minute surge of momentum. That's how these things work.
I think Lily Gladstone will win. I want Lily Gladstone to win. I haven't seen Killers of the Flower Moon, obviously, but I can acknowledge like the significance of her winning. I think that'd be awesome for her to be the first Native American to win an Oscar, or maybe female Native American. I'm not sure if there's ever been a male. I've seen like her yearbook photo of her and some rando dude, but it's like from her high school, she got nominated for like most likely to win an Oscar. So I think that'd be cute.
That'd be cool.
And you guys know me. Emma Stone is, I'd say, my favorite actress of all time.
Yeah.
I love Emma Stone. That is my mother. But she already has an Oscar, right?
She does.
What'd she win an Oscar for?
She was the lead in this movie called La La Land.
Correct.
Yeah.
She did. She won for La La Land. And as much as I would love to see her get another Oscar, like if she did win, if Emma Stone won, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm so happy for her. And I know that Emma Stone and Lily Gladstone do have like a good friendship that they've created, I guess, over the course of this award show season. But I think it'd be awesome if Lily Gladstone won.
Yeah, I think she will win, and I'd say there's two people I would want to win this award. Lily Gladstone or Carey Mulligan from Maestro.
Oh.
She is the standout performance of that movie. And I love Bradley Cooper. I know that's like a meme to like hate on him for being a tryhard kind of, but I do love him. Even though I've seen weird headlines with his name lately, but
oh yeah, he's kind of low key starting to become like the Jada Smith of white people.
Really?
Just sharing too much information.
Maybe, yeah. But no, Carey Mulligan in Maestro is, I think, the heart of that movie, and she has multiple like breakdown scenes, and she has to deal with Leonard Bernstein, and she's like always putting him above her in a way. There's one confrontational scene between them that stands out, and that movie has regressed for me since I watched it. To be honest, it's really regressed for me actually, but she is the highlight, and I would not mind if she won. She is
That's cool.
a talent, and she'll win an Oscar one day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both agree on Lily Gladstone pretty much is going to probably get it.
Likely, but I wouldn't be shocked if Emma Stone won.
Same. Next, Best Actor.
Yes.
You've got Bradley Cooper, Coleman Domingo, Paul Giamatti, Jeffrey Wright, and Cillian Murphy.
This is correct.
Not to be confused with his twin, Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy.
Yes. When I in like 2017, I thought it was Cillian.
I know, I remember that.
Yeah, because like Sicilian.
I always thought it was Cillian.
I think it's just because I'm not used to C being so. But then there's Chris. I think it's because it's CH, like Chomp, Chris.
I think I always said Cillian Murphy because of the C and because Cameron is Cameron.
Yeah, I never thought about that.
I just went straight for the Cillian.
Fair.
That was a really funny pun that I didn't mean to do. I said I went straight for the Cillian instead of saying straight for the kill.
Nice. Nicely done.
Thank you.
You could say Cillian's going straight for the Cillian because he's going to win.
Yeah, I think Cillian Murphy's going to win. I want Cillian Murphy to win.
I want him to win too.
I would not be upset if Paul Giamatti won. Just because I like him as a human being.
No, I love him too as a human being, and he's great in the Holdovers, but I would actually be upset because I think that 10 years from now, we'll look back and be like, Cillian Murphy gave one of the great performances of our lives of this century.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it would be a disservice for him not to have that award. But at the end of the day, these are all BS anyway. So whoever wins, it doesn't even matter because Cillian's going to stand the test of time. But Giamatti will too.
Think we can all agree that Bradley Cooper is not going to win.
He's not going to win, no.
But no,
he should have won for A Star Is Born. He should have won for Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah, I think he should have won for A Star Is Born. 100%.
He should have been. He wasn't even nominated for director. He was nominated for actor though.
Crazy.
And you know who beat him? Rami Malek. It's disgraceful that happened. Rami Malek doing a impression of Freddie Mercury.
That's crazy.
Won an Oscar over him in Star Is Born.
I do love what's the actor's name again? It just escaped my brain.
Have Bradley Cooper?
No, other dude.
Rami Malek?
Thank you. Yeah, I do like him as a person. I think he's funny.
Yeah, he's even in Oppenheimer. He's got
he's
a
in
tiny
Twilight.
Yeah, he is in Twilight. Yeah, that was a fun clip from this podcast.
But
Should have won an Oscar for that movie though.
No, of course not. But yeah, I think Cillian Murphy's taking it home for sure. And I think his speech,
I concur.
His speech will be beautiful. Christopher Nolan will start crying because his baby boys won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I love their relationship.
I would be shocked if Cillian did not win. Shocked.
When him and Christopher Nolan both win their Oscars and they finally kiss on stage, what then?
In the final category.
Final category is Best Picture. We've got a lot of nominations for this one. You've
10.
got American Fiction, in alphabetical order, if you will. American Fiction, Anatomy of the Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest.
I would be stunned if Oppenheimer did not win. It will win. I want it to win.
I think Oppenheimer will win. I want Oppenheimer to win, but selfishly...
You don't want Oppenheimer to win. Say what you actually want to win.
Selfishly,
you don't want Oppenheimer to win. You want Barbie to win.
Barbie to win.
Say that then.
But I think... Well, no, okay. Because there's two different ways when it comes to what I want to win. What do I want to win in terms of, like, my left brain, where I know it's the better movie and I know it's the more, like, mature and, like,
you don't have to say that,
movie.
though, is what I'm saying. Like,
no, I'm saying, like, I have two sides of my brain. There's the left side and the right side. The left side of my brain wants Oppenheimer to win. The right side of my brain wants Barbie to win.
Okay.
I think Barbie was a phenomenon of a film. I think that was...
Wouldn't you be happiest if that won?
I think I would be equally happy if either of them won. Like, I don't have too many stakes in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I enjoy them both. Obviously, I liked Barbie more, but, like, from an Oscar standpoint, I think Oppenheimer deserves the Oscar for Best Film, Best Picture.
Best Motion Picture of America.
But if Barbie won, I wouldn't be mad about it. I love Barbie, and I think that it was such a crazy moment in time when that movie came out, and I think it's a really good movie for women, for hashtag feminism, if you will. But I would also want Oppenheimer to win because I want to see, Emily Blunt go up on that stage. And
yeah.
I like the whole cast of Oppenheimer. I want to see them all be able to celebrate.
I think Oppenheimer will win. I want it to win. Now, if I had to give you a few picks that weren't Oppenheimer, just to spice it up, The Holdovers would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
American Fiction would be cool. That was a really good one. And then The Iron Claw, which is not nominated, which I just had to throw in there.
Yeah,
it's a shame that
that's
movie
sad
didn't
that
get
movie
nominated
didn't
for any Oscars.
I haven't watched that one either, and I'm actually actively avoiding it. I think
You would
because
not
I know
handle it.
Jenna watched it, and Jenna was like wet faced, like she had just dunked her head in water.
You wouldn't be able to handle it. Yeah,
I think I'm good.
It'd
I
kill
don't
you.
need to.
It'd kill you.
I probably don't even need to watch The Holdovers if I'm being honest.
I would kill you and everyone you love.
It'll make me cry.
You'll cry in any movie, so why not just go ahead and do it?
Yeah, pretty much.
You were bawling at the end of, and I can't blame you. It was sad. How to Train Your Dragon 3, great ending.
What?
But you
It
were
wasn't
like,
even sad. It
if
was.
yeah, that's the thing.
It was beautiful.
If that left you shattered, you might need to go to the hospital after the Iron Claw.
But I don't have brothers, so maybe it won't affect me that bad.
But don't you love like
Humans?
cute little boys and like their fathers and stuff?
Yeah. Oh,
Then you wouldn't handle certain scenes. So, yeah.
I think I know what scene you're talking about.
You've probably already seen half the damn movie on
I
TikTok.
haven't seen it. I've seen people quote it, though.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about then, but it's all good.
What's this bracket I hear?
Oh, yeah. Not even a bracket, just a well, it's going to be hard for you to do unless you look it up. So go ahead and look up Best Picture winners. We're drafting 5. We're doing Best Picture winners draft. There's a Wikipedia page where it has them all listed out.
Best
Picture winner draft. Yep.
Winners.
Yes. And it should be on Wikipedia, and there's a big
Like
ass
of all
list
time ever.
all time, from whenever the first one was, that 1930s to now. And let's do this thing. So.
Oh hell, I gotta scroll.
Yeah, there's a lot, Kim, a lot. So
hell.
This will be a fun draft. But
Okay.
yeah, you get first. You want to flip a coin? Let's flip a coin.
I'll take tails.
Okay. Hey Siri. Flip a coin. It's tails. I thought I was going to say it, but it is tails. You won.
I win every time.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It's wild, right? Rigged.
We're only picking ones that won, right?
The winners. Yeah, the winners. They're
'Cause
highlighted.
I unfortunately really only watch the ones that I
Have you
seemingly
even
don't
seen
win.
5? It's okay
So
if
far
you
I've only seen one. I'm at 2012.
Then how about we just
No. I just gotta scroll.
Return of the King won Best Picture, dude.
Well, I'm not there yet. What
I just know a lot of them.
What year did that come out?
2003.
Oh, I'm not there yet.
You're just looking at the yellow.
Chris, I know.
Do you want me to pick first still? Okay.
You gotta let me scroll through them.
Fair. I don't think you've seen 5, and I'm not trying to be mean. So I just realized that we can do something else about this.
Hang on, I can if I know
You
of
haven't
them. I
seen
can.
5.
Yeah, if I know of them, I can pick.
Have you
them.
seen the?
Wait, we're cooking. Hang on, you just gotta let me scroll. You gotta let me scroll. You just have to give me a second.
You've seen the 1961 Best Picture winner. Whenever you get there.
Hang on.
Christ. You've seen many, actually. Now that I think about it.
I've seen all the old ones. Okay, I've got 5.
Hallelujah. Hopefully, I
right.
don't pick any of them.
Yeah, if you do, I'm fucked.
I'm intentionally not going to now. Actually.
Imagine I just pick one that I haven't seen, but I know you're gonna pick.
Okay.
I think my first pick. I'm not gonna pick 2 that I know you're gonna know I'm gonna pick. So my first pick is actually gonna be Titanic.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a really good one. I always forget like the biggest ones that won Best Picture. You know. Mm-hmm. For me, my first pick is going to be. I mean, I don't want to pick one that you've seen, but like I kind of have to here. I mean, it's Return of the King. Like that's
No, you're such a bitch. Take it back.
Like, what do I do in that situation?
No, I'm kidding. You
Okay.
can take it. You're fine.
You probably, if you haven't seen others, I will retract it.
No, I have. I've seen others.
okay.
I've seen others.
I mean,
You're
Return
fine.
of the King. It's like one of the kings of, I mean, literally won 13 Oscars or something. So yeah, Return of the King.
Yeah, Slade. Okay, my next pick will be. Fuck
We
it.
need music. Oh, go ahead.
I'll pick Rocky. Never seen it, but I'm gonna pick
Go
it.
for it. There you go. Nice, nice pick. Now we're even. Rocky's great. You want to share your story with that one or no?
Yeah, one time Chris put it on and a guy was running through the streets and I was like, Chris, this is boring. Turn it off.
The opening credits had not finished yet. Fun fact.
I'm sure I'll watch it one day.
It was after he fights Spider Rico.
I was bored.
I know you were.
But I was probably having a bad day.
My second pick is going to be this. I want to like switch up the genres, but I don't even care. I'm going with The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah, The Departed. That's
seen
one. That's my favorite Scorsese, and people are always like, "What? How is that possible?" I love that movie. That's why it's got it. 4 people should have been nominated for Oscars: Nicholson, DiCaprio, Damon, and Wahlberg. Wahlberg's the only one who got nominated. He was the worst of the 4 performances there. But
Mark
Wahlberg. But I watched that movie a lot with my friends. We quoted a lot. It's like the dopest mob movie. I think it's just such a
Dopest.
cool ass movie.
My third pick is going to be none other than the 1961 West Side Story.
That's a good one. I knew you were going to pick that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew you were. I really did. Mm-hmm. So I've got Return of the King and The Departed. My next one is going to be. I mean, come on. I gotta go with. This is hard for me, and I know there's a lot of movies out there. You can pick a lot too, but the next one I'm picking is going to be Gladiator.
Interesting.
Yeah, Gladiator is a movie.
I did have that screenshotted.
It's been on my mind a lot lately, and
Because I need to watch it. That's
I was
why.
about to quote it, but I don't. Can you plug your ears real quick? Actually, well, you're gonna hear
I'm
this.
gonna
when you're
edit
editing.
it. Just say it.
Okay. No, it's a spoiler for the movie. I can't do it.
Oh hell.
It's one of my favorite lines to quote, though. But What we do in life echoes in eternity. That movie's epic. Hans Zimmer's score sounds very Pirates of the Caribbean-esque because it was prior to. There's similar notes, but epic movie. Joaquin Phoenix, you want to murder him watching him. He's such a slimy scumbag in this movie. But Russell Crowe, Oscar winner. It's Ridley Scott's best, arguably.
Interesting. All right.
Seen it 2 or 3 times in my life. Want to watch it again before the
I
second
will
one.
be
And
watching it.
I love that movie. It's just not the most rewatchable, but I love it.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
My 4th pick is going to be none other
Sing it.
than the 1994 Forrest Gump.
Oh.
I don't think Singing in the Rain. Or did you say Sing It or Sing?
I was going to say Sing It. Have you already picked the other musical from the 1960s?
Oh, I
with
have
Julie
not.
Andrews?
Oh, I have
Okay.
not.
I'm not going to, so you can get that next.
But my 4th pick is Forrest Gump.
Okay.
Stacked year for Forrest Gump. Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, that's like the year in Lion King.
Movies I haven't
Lion
seen.
King didn't even get nominated, but it was up for the
Shit.
Oscar that year. No, that's a good one, Cam. Really good one. So, wow. I'm trying to think, should I go like far back? Should I go modern?
I mean, you've seen a lot of modern ones.
I might go modern here, honestly, because
Mary Poppins
wanna have
was
fun with this
nominated and didn't win. Got beaten out by My Fair Lady.
I don't, yeah, a lot of weird movies win. It's weird, but no, honestly, it's tough here, but I think I'm gonna pick. It's like, do I pick modern? Do I pick my favorite? Because I don't want to pick like the same genre of movie, which I've kind of done so far. I've got like, I have Return of the King and Gladiator, which are like these epic movies, and then I have The Departed, which is like a mob movie. This is my 4th one, right? Mm-hmm. For my 4th one, let's get a little. Let's go Silence of the Lambs.
Interesting.
Yeah, Silence of the Lambs.
Haven't seen it.
Man, it's a horrifying watch. It's truly disturbing
Is it a
stuff.
scary movie?
It's a thriller, borderline horror, but that's an instance where an actor in Sir Anthony Hopkins plays Hannibal Lecter in the movie for 15 minutes, one lead actor. They put him in lead because he is the lead actor of the film. But Jodie Foster, who also won, is like the main character. She won for lead actress.
Oh.
It's one of the few movies to win the Big 5 Oscars. You know what it is? It's lead actor, lead actress, director, picture, screenplay.
They won all 5?
All 5. One of the only like 4 or 5 movies ever to do it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for them.
So that's my pick.
My last pick is going to be none other than the 1965 The Sound of Music.
There you go. I was saving that for you.
The hills are alive
with the sound of music. Good stuff, Cam. Yeah, okay. So you've got a solid draft. Can you run it down for me so I know what I can't pick?
Yeah, I've got Titanic, Rocky, West Side Story, Forrest Gump, and The Sound of Music.
And so far I have The Return of the King, Gladiator, The Departed, and The Silence of the Lambs. Mm-hmm. I could pick I have like a borderline just super dark draft class right now.
I have a great draft.
You have some variety. I don't have as much.
Certified bangers.
Do I just commit to the darkness, or do I pick like? I don't know.
Go ahead,
I'm not going to pick the movie that everyone says is the greatest movie ever. I love it, but I'm not going to pick it.
What movie is that?
I'm not going to pick The Godfather or The Godfather Part 2. They exist. I just think that's kind of boring for this.
One that I had screenshotted that I had seen the most recent, I guess, Best Picture nomination winner, dare I say, that I've seen was Green Book, actually.
Okay.
That's the most recent one I've seen.
Controversial
that's
one. I shouldn't have won it. It beat A Star is Born.
I know.
I'm going to pick
I see all the ones that are nominated but don't win, unfortunately.
I'm between one from the 2000s, one from the 90s. I'm just going to commit.
Just pick it.
I'm committing. You know what I'm going to say?
No, but just
I'm
pick
committing to Braveheart. Screw it.
Oh, yeah.
Screw it.
You quote Braveheart all the time.
Can I do it?
Go ahead.
I need to take a sip of water.
Go ahead.
The accent might be off, but the words aren't. Here we go. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom? William Wallace, one of the most epic films of all time. Easily.
Never seen it. Is it a bunch of men in kilts?
Yeah. There's a scene where they
I'd like to
flash
watch.
the opponents and you see everything.
With their
yes.
ass or front?
Frontal nudity, ass nudity, yeah. It's funny. It's one of the great, just epic films ever. The 90s had a good run for Best Picture. They had Schindler's List was in there. You had Silence of the Lambs, Forrest Gump, Braveheart. That's a run right there. And then American Beauty in 99, which is a solid one. But Braveheart, I kind of committed. I full sent on the whole like dude movies. I don't care. Braveheart, Gladiator, Return of the King, The Departed, and Silence of the Lambs.
I got Titanic, Rocky, which I haven't seen. West Side Story,
Sound of Music,
and what was the fourth?
I don't know.
Hang on. Hello, Face
Forrest
ID.
Gump.
Thank you. I would have gotten it if my fucking Face ID would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, Forrest Gump. I think I won.
You think you won?
I haven't seen like maybe any of the movies that you
haven't even
up.
seen all the ones on your list.
That is true.
Yeah. But
I know people like Rocky.
There were a lot on my list. Not on my list that I could have picked. Bridge on the River Kwai, great film. You've got movies like
I'm sure Casablanca's one.
In the Heat of the Night, Casablanca. Yeah, these are films I've seen that I could have picked. Godfather 1 or 2. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, fantastic movie. So there are movies out there that I saw. I was just like, I don't want to pick that.
I'm sure I'd like Rocky if I watched it. I think I just wasn't. Did you show me that before I got my ADHD medication?
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
No Country for Old Men I could have picked. I did a whole report on that in AP Lit where I was like, oh, I'm going to read the book, and I just watched the movie. Did it based on the movie. Still got an A. But yeah, it's funny because to me, a lot of the more modern ones are like movies I just don't really care about. Parasite's one I could have picked. Really, really good. Mm-hmm. Oppenheimer, if we film this next week, I would have chosen that.
Yeah, well, too bad. Yeah. Or if not, filming it next week.
In fact, I might be inspired to do a Best Picture tier list now, Cam. I'm going to write that down after the Oscars, like of all the ones I've seen. I don't know if I've done that. I'd have to look.
I don't think you have.
That's a fun one, though.
I actually know you haven't because I scrolled through your tier list playlist today to look at your thumbnails for inspiration for my YouTube video.
You must have been looking through my movie rankings. I don't have a tier list playlist.
Oh. Well,
But
I
same
assumed
thing.
I assumed that.
No, yeah. The movie rankings playlist
You should
is
maybe
for
make one of
franchises.
those.
Just tier lists, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Best Picture
You
winners.
know, I included
tier
a clip
list.
of our tier list from 3 years ago in my video today.
The princes or princesses?
Princes.
Okay.
You made me put Prince Philip in the second tier. Do you remember that?
Sure. Who was in the A tier or S tier?
As far as I watched into the video, only Aladdin. You put Beast in B tier.
Cam, I don't remember doing that video even. Like
You edited it.
I know. I edited a video for your channel. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
I edited both of them.
I
because
said
you
it in
would've-
my video. It's not a
You
secret.
would never have done it.
I said it in my video. It's not a secret. I said first ever, well, technically second ever tier list on my channel. The first one was forever ago, and my boyfriend actually edited it, so it doesn't really count.
Yeah. Wild how I actually did that. I don't know if I could do that today.
Yes,
I
you
don't know
could
if I'd do it.
on your fancy new computer.
I don't know if I'd be willing, is what I'm saying, especially with
Wow,
your
so
capability.
you were more loving 3 years ago, is what I'm hearing.
Yep, I was. Yeah.
How rude.
But that does it for this episode.
Yeah.
Fun little Oscar talk.
Yeah.
Let us know down below your favorite Best Picture winner, please, because there's a lot of great ones out there. What do you think is going to win all these Oscars? Let us know. What do you want to win? What do you think will win?
Follow us on LETTERBOXD. Specifically follow me on LETTERBOXD to see if I watch any of these Oscar films this week. I will say though, none of them hold a candle to the film I saw today, which was Now You See Me. Arguably maybe one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life. That was such a fun movie. And I can't wait to watch the second one later tonight when Chris goes to see Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah, don't you agree that they should have called the sequel Now You Don't?
Oh, it pissed me off bad.
I think that's what like the tweets are, yeah.
Yeah, when it got I remember when that movie got
And
announced.
the third one, if they do a third one, could just be called like Abracadabra, a Now You See Me trilogy in conclusion. Like a really just stupid, I don't know.
But yeah, so I might spend the next 5 days watching some Oscar films. Not all of them, but I'll watch
You should just watch The Holdovers for sure.
I'll watch The Holdovers. I'll watch.
If you think you can endure Poor Things, go for it.
I kind of want it just to see if you're being dramatic.
Okay.
I know
Have
you're
fun.
probably not. I know you're probably not, but it's fine.
No, I mean, you could like love it. I mean, go off.
I don't know. So far, Mark Ruffalo is one of my favorite actors because he's also in Now You See Me.
You hadn't seen it until today? I don't believe that. I saw that
Genuinely
in
no.
theaters.
Genuinely no.
That's wild.
I'd seen
I feel like you have seen it.
clips. Nope. Haven't. Swear to God.
Okay. It's not one of those movies you forgot about. You watched.
Swear
and
to God.
Okay. I believe you.
Because I would have been like, oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo's in this. Not Mark Ruffalo was in this?
That's fair. Fair enough.
Because he's an actor I recognize anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I'm going to see Kung Fu Panda 4 tonight. I'm excited. The first two kick ass. The third one's okay. The third one's solid. Nowhere near as good as the first two. But 4, I've heard mixed things on. Like seen like 2 tweets about it. So we'll see if it's any good.
Well, shit.
It's only an hour and a half. Every movie is. And I honestly think most franchises should do that.
I agree.
If you're not an event film, you don't need to be pushing an hour 40 even.
I agree.
And to go to that theater, it's going to be hot as hell. I'm not going to name drop it, but it's going to, no, they probably heard that, but.
Regal.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
Regal.
calling you out, Regal.
It's a Regal.
Turn your air conditioning on.
I didn't say which Regal, but it is a Regal. No recliner. It's like going into a
chairs.
steam box. I likely will sweat through my
those
clothing
chairs.
by the end of it. My neck will hurt. I'll have a headache inevitably.
Anti-Regal
It's going to
household.
be unpleasant, but I can try my best to try and enjoy the movie.
Anti-Regal household. But that doesn't
Where
for
we
this-
live, yes. There are some nice-ass Regals, not where we live.
Oh, yeah. If it doesn't have the recliner, if it has those orange chairs that make
AMC
you
is
sit
better
like
over
this.
here. Yeah.
But yeah.
Theaters around here, I mean, I've gone out of town to some theaters. They're really nice.
Cinemark.
Yeah, so.
I went to a Cinemark in Texas
The
once.
best ones around here are like GTC, like Georgia Theater Company, like the one out in Athens. I love that place.
Yeah.
Nicest recliners, nice concessions, free posters.
Honestly, I feel like one of the best movie-going experiences you can have is when you go to the food movie theaters for a movie you've already seen. You can't go when it's a new movie because there's waiters going back and forth and they'll distract you. But if it's a movie you've already seen or classic, like let's go watch Phantom Menace at one of those.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
Nothing.
What do you think I was gonna say?
I'm so down to go see Phantom Menace at one of those. That would be fun. Yeah, the one right up the hall.
Yeah.
Up the hall, like we're in
Up the
school.
hill like we live
I
in
said
the
hall.
country?
Up the hall, like we're in a schoolroom, a schoolhouse. There was one other thing I want to mention. At a dining theater, I went to see Guardians 2.
For the first time?
Yep, and I probably have told this on the podcast, but I don't care. Me and my buddy went to a wing joint across the street, and we got 10-piece boneless wings combos. That's fries, drink. I don't think we brought the drinks in.
Oh, yeah, you brought them in.
And we brought them in because I was holding like a rain jacket like this, and I had like 2 boxes of wings, and I was holding it like this, walking behind him, walked into the dining theater, used their utensils,
That's funny.
and ate there. And it felt weird, and I was like scared, but
Of course you
Guardians 2, I really do love that movie the more I think about it.
How sweet.
So yeah, that's going to conclude this ep. Next time we see you, it'll be March 13th. Yeah.
Yeah. That does it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, stay unusual.